Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger, and by heavy request this video is the winners of the Season 3 patch for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now normally when I do this style of video it's winners and losers, but I truly believe there to be no real losers in this patch, other than perhaps by sin of omission, and in which case I would say Videl, because Videl definitely didn't get what she needed, right? But yeah, so the patch happened, and obviously some characters have very obvious changes that are immediately apparent and are immediately like, hey, this character is good now, and some other people, hey, we got to think about it just a little bit, so let's talk about it. Now, keep in mind when I say winners of the patch, it is not a tier list. Someone like Base Vegeta, he got some stuff to be sure. You know, like, hey, when he chucks people, he does more damage on the supers and stuff, right? That's cool, right? But he was already a top tier character before this, right? So what he got in the patches doesn't really move the needle that much. So I would not consider him a winner of the patch, even though he's decidedly a very top tier character. So now when we talk about patch winners, I guess let's do some of the more obvious ones first here. And we got to talk about Frieza to be sure. Frieza, in the end, the patch didn't give him like a lot, right? His jump S attacks are no longer able to be super dash through, and that is a very nice change. Jump down heavy works a little bit better across the board, helps with some combo stuff. That is also cool. So hey, obviously the big change most people went crazy about is Golden Frieza, right? Golden Frieza got better. Golden Frieza now lasts longer, as you cannot run out of Golden Frieza while you're in Sparking Blast, effectively making Anchor Golden Frieza, you know, a real thing, you know, a character that can, you know, stay on the board a lot longer than they previously ever could. And that's cool. And not to, you know, downplay it or nothing, because it is a big deal, but some of the biggest things he got was just like, hey, he benefits a lot from the EX change. As EX Pillar is one of the craziest screen control moves in the game, if not the craziest screen control. It hits at literally every range other than point blank. Like, even if you're like a step back, hey, it now connects, right? So if you're unsure what to do and you just want, you know, for at least a split second, like, hey, I own the screen for a second, right? Now you do. It's also incredibly safe on block. He benefits a lot from the fact, you know, getting the extra assist. This assist, we went over in the assist videos. I think this is one of the best new assists in the game. Not only for the fact that it works like a normal assist versus Pillar, which can be pretty awkward. It also has incredibly low block stun, which enables all sorts of tricks and gimmicks that a lot of other assists simply cannot do. So with these, you know, more minor changes to be sure, and obviously the big overwhelming Godzilla in the room Golden Frieza change, I think Frieza, and I think everyone would agree, is a winner of the patch. So I think another obvious one is Android 21. Now, she didn't get a lot, but what she got was significant enough. One, you know, grabs being faster, good. Giving real sliding knockdown, good. And of course, hey, the big level 3 change. So the level 3, as it stands, will give you all 4 of your absorb slots now, which is good. If you want to use them, that's all the better. And if you don't want them, you don't care, well, hey, once again with the new EX change, her EX Fireball, when you have 4 absorbs, kinda ridiculous to say the least. So you win out either way if you want to use them for the gimmicks, or if you just want your one ultra god tier projectile to own the screen with. You win out either way, right? This will encourage a lot more use of the level 3 as well. It has a very good mix-up. A lot of level 3's got kind of nerfed mix-ups, so if you're along your mid-screen, she is a character that can hit you high, she can hit you low, she can hit you left, she can hit you right. She's a character that still has that kind of mix-up off that level 3, right? When it doesn't exist too much. So it's heavily incentivized use of that level 3. And yeah, so once again, not big game changer changes, but quality of life changes, on a character that was already very good. You know, a high tier character to be sure, and now, you know, what, Fuzzy's gone, all that kind of stuff too, whatever. Like, it just helps her a lot. I expect to see a lot of Android 21 in Season 3. Another person who did very well, in my opinion, is Goku Blue. So, not the least of which here, with the change to his grabs, as they go a little bit further and the hitbox is extended to actually grab. Before, if you did something like very simple, like, you know, basic block string, and like, oh, I'm going to try to go for a grab, and they were just blocking, a lot of times they could literally walk out. Like, you would go for the grab, teleport, and whiff. Like, you would walk, or they would walk rather, and then they could just punch you. Like, it was really stupid. So now that doesn't work at the very least. So maybe that should have been that way from the start, but at least it works properly now, right? When it comes to the EX changes, he's a character that benefits more than most, once again. Stuff like EX Shoulder. You know, it's a little bit more usable now. That's nice. A big winner is EX dive kick. So even if it's blocked, you get the follow-up here. As you can see here, he teleports up in the air. So for a certain character, say you do like a basic block string like this here, you can then go right into the EX dive kick, as the uppercut will leave you airborne, and you can go from there, right? So with a judicious use of, say, a high block stun assist, then it becomes a bit of a mix-up. So, you know, something basic, right? Hey, overhead, high. Then you go like, oh, hey, I'm going to land. Do that so low. You can go for the old classic, like, whoa, here's the cross-up, and he has range to hit from there too, so that's really good. Or you can wait till the last possible second. And then go for the, oh, I was going for the low, but I dashed last second and hit you overhead, right? So it's just some more layers of mix-ups than he had before. It won't fully redefine what he does as a character, to be sure, but hey, it's there. And also, one of the reasons people didn't pick him was nothing to do with his options, because I've said this for years, I guess, at this point, that he's a very slept-on character and he has a lot to work with and a lot of good stuff. But the main reason people didn't like him, let's get real here, is he's had one of the most maligned assists ever. Period, right? And yeah, he got the new assist. That's cool, I guess. But here's the thing. They buffed the A assist to the point where now it's actually super awesome and good. Like, you get full combos easy because it has the ground bounce. You don't have to, like, be framed perfect like you had to do before. It just works so much better in combo ability and all that kind of stuff. It went from a difficult to use assist to now something that's like actually very good, and I would consider it a better assist than not, right? So it's perhaps the most rehabbed assist in the game, as it went from despised to straight up, this is just a good assist now. It is a good capital G assist. So, you know, when you pick a character and you don't like the assist, it's always a bad feeling, right? And now he went from fact like, okay, you can pick the shoulder if you wanted to, sure, whatever. But hey, that assist is really good. Plus, he has one of the more usable C assists, as it does track. And you can go from there, right? So that's pretty useful. A lot of the C assists do not track. But yeah, so he went from basically bottom barrel assist to, hey, a lot of workable stuff. And the fact that he was already a good character and now things are just ever more shifting in his favor, definitely a winner of this patch. Bardock is a winner of the patch. Why? They gave him the best assist in the game, that's why. The new Tyrant Lancer is utterly absurd on every conceivable level. It has crazy amount of hits done, has crazy amount of blocks done. As you can easily see here, it goes full screen. Like, you know, combos like this, very possible, right? It is hands down, in my opinion, the best assist in Dragon Ball FighterZ at this point. Besides that, Bardock is Bardock. Like, what more can be said at this point, right? Bardock, for lack of a more eloquent term, he's basically the face of Dragon Ball FighterZ, right? Even if you don't play Dragon Ball FighterZ, you only heard about it passing, you probably heard about old Man Bardock and all the dirty things he's done, right? So just add that legacy and the fact he's still a very good character, and just toss the best assists on the game, period, onto the usual Bardock stuff, and hey, that makes him a winner of the patch to me. Tien, in my opinion, is one of the biggest winners of the patch, and I find it very funny because no one really talks about Tien after the patch. First up here, just before anything else here, let's talk the assists. So the regular assist, you know, old Dodon Ray, it now has like double the minimum hit stun value before the enemy can flip out, and that's a big deal. You can do a lot more combos with it than you ever could before. That's cool. He has the telekinesis assist here, which in my previous video of the top 10 assists of Season 3, I did rate it as one of the better ones, because, hey, it gets you meter every time you do it, plus, you know, the usual Go Tanks, Janemba style thing of it just goes anywhere on the screen, right? So assist-wise, hey, that's good, but there's so much more than that. Tien was a character that very much wanted to use assists, but they're just too expensive, and now with the cost being cut down, hey, it's great, right? The old volleyball fist, the command grab, the EX dunk. They changed up how his EX slap here in the works in the air. So you can now Tiger Knee it, and it's basically unseeable overhead. So I think it's about 17 frames or so, which is a dang sight faster than the universal overhead. Plus, you know, hey, it gives you a sliding knockdown from which you can easily go from. That's like 30% right there, just off the top of your head, right? With this change in mind as well, it basically makes him impossible to block when he's in Sparking Blast, as he can do whatever he's going to do, right, when he's in Sparking. And now, hey, I can threaten a special low, which, you know, volleyball fist, right? Since you're allowed to jump cancel anything in Sparking. Oh, hey, I can just threaten this unseeable overhead whenever I want. Or, of course, you know, just the old classic. Hey, I also got a command grab that works off any block string, right? So he can threaten you with low overhead throw at any point he so chooses while he's in Sparking Blast. And to survive against that, honestly, you either got to have the right read or you just got to be lucky. This overhead's so fast, man, there's literally no way you're, even offline, I'm not even talking like online stuff, there's no way you're reacting to this. It is too quick. So his can opener properties have drastically gone up. They made medium volleyball fist better, which is really good. In case you're unaware, medium volleyball fist has a guard point. Like, that's not even armor. Guard point is just you don't take anything. Like, you don't even take the damage, right? So this is better now across the board. This was already a secret good move no one really talked about, and now it's just all the better yet. Plus, once again, hey, yo, full screen low, right? That's armored, or guard point rather, sorry. So yeah, that's really good. They changed up his combo structure a little bit. So after stand heavy in the corner specifically, you can actually get a bit of a follow-up. So basic B&B combo, something like this. And that light knee, by the way, also has more sliding knockdown time, so you can work with a lot better. So yeah, like, combos a little bit better now. Well, corner combos anyways. So yeah, he's just got a lot of stuff to work with, not the least of which, with the whole limit break stuff, Tien, classically as an anchor, is known as a high damage character, and it makes the high damage anchor character do more damage, so hey, why not, right? So I think Tien got a lot to work with, and I really, honestly and truly think he's definitely one of the biggest winners of this patch. And the final character I would like to talk about for the moment is Trunks. Trunks got his EX flip move change, so hey, no half bar, that's already good, right? And EX flip is now just insane. Like, there's no other way to put it. It is just now patently absurd. It makes him, without a shadow of doubt, the single most mobile character in the game, right? For only half a bar. So in terms of pure mobility, it's already SSS+++ rank. And in terms of this, what it lets him do, man, it's just so much. So have you ever done something like this? And I know you have. This is a rhetorical question. But you get your homing dash, you go hit, down heavy. Oh, whoops. Completely forgot, right? Because you already burned your homing dash. So, you know, you ain't following up with nothing. Oh, well, I guess you just dropped it. Or, you know, time to burn a full bar on a vanish for not too much damage in the end, but you want to convert, right? Trunks says, nah, I don't have to care about that. So just something as simple as this. Like, okay, here we go. Whoa, look at me. Look at my new flip. The EX flip easily goes up high enough to get it. You don't got to burn the bar on the vanish. You can get a lot more damage than you otherwise would have, even if you did use the vanish, right? That's just one scenario. And it's a common scenario. It happens to the best of us, right? What about something like side switching in a combo? Thanks to new and improved flip. Hey, easier than ever. Whoa, hey, look at that. We got the corner now, right? Easy peasy. So anything when it comes to like side switching or like awkward conversions, EX flip, hey, it's got your back. Not the least of which, obviously, as well, especially with the right assist, due to the new insane amount of control you have over EX flip. Like, world is your oyster when it comes to mix-ups and stuff like that, right? When it comes to your left-rights. The only thing that will limit you is your imagination. And speaking of the exact opposite of imagination, yo, Trunks, you got the beam assist. Everyone loves the beam assist, and it ain't no C-type assist where he uses the beam, then he's gone forever. It's a proper, regular beam, so he's there and just, you know, going crazy. And it's just the good stuff. So once again, not a lot of changes, but hey, a new assist that was a lot more better for standard teams, although change of feature is a really good assist as well. And just the patent absurdity of the new EX flip and everything it allows. And I'd say definitely Trunks is a winner of the patch. As for other people, right? I wouldn't say they're out and out winners, but I think a lot of people will be either coming out of the shadows or just falling into more prominence. People like Vegito. Vegito has a very rehabbed A assist. It's really good. We talked about the rehab of Goku Blue's assist. Vegito, much the same. Someone like Cooler. Cooler, I have said in the past, Cooler's the best character nobody talks about, right? You know, stuff like Fuzzy's gone. He didn't really get much change. Like, his combo structure is a little bit better now. But yeah, I think he'll be coming out of the shadows because he has a lot to offer. a lot more than a lot of people realize. People like Majin Buu, also once again here, you know, no fuzzy, that's great. And he's got some interesting stuff to work with. People like Beerus, you know, the Beerus players are very happy with Season 3 Beerus, so maybe he'll make a bit of a more of a showing in Season 3, we'll see, right? So there's just a lot of good stuff for everybody, really. Like, almost everyone's a winner. Like, pretty much, right? Pretty much. Not everybody. But besides that, Season 3, good patch. Everyone likes it. Let's go. And I guess that is the end of this video, my friends. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.